Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to this full review for chapter approved. In this specific video, going to be going through the Munitorum field manual here. So Games Workshop is a good idea. They've put the points values into a separate, smaller book here, like so. So that's what I'm going to focus on here. Last time I ran through all of the points values for 2018. For 2019, I'm going to break this down into sections to make it easier for everyone watching, so you can watch the relevant video for whatever factions you need the points values for. The request last year was for me to go through the Forge World points values, which I will do in a video also. Just to give you the full breakdown here, it's very useful. I've been updating all my codexes with all of the new points values. You can just refer to this when you get a hold of it, because it's got all your points in one place, but I like to update the codexes anyway. So a big thank you to Games Workshop for sending me a copy of this ahead of time. It's very kind of them to do so, and I'm able to give you a review ahead of this coming out here. It is exciting here, some drastic points reductions across a number of the factions. So when this arrives, it comes like this, chapter approved, Munitorum field manual, and the back cover of that looks like this. So the actual back cover in a way has been printed out on a separate sheet like so. So it's going to be a separate video for this one with all the missions and rules and so on. There'll be a review of that one there. So here, the Munitorum field manual, I'm going to break it down to a number of sections here and go through. I'm going to cover all of the points for you, so you'll get the full update here for your points values. So to speed things up, I have already transferred points across into as many codexes as I can get my hands onto here. I don't have all of the army codexes to hand. Even some of the armies that I collect, some of the codexes aren't available to me at the moment. But the ones that I have, I filled them out and we'll refer to those because it'll be a lot quicker than going through all of the points. I can just pick out the changes for points values that have gone up and down. So for Space Marines then, Adeptus Astartes will cover the Imperium, so that's going to be Space Marines and all the other groups, Astra, Militarum and so on. Then we'll do Xenos, and there'll be Chaos Space Marines, and then there'll be the Forces of Chaos, so Chaos Demons and so on. And then finally, Forge World, we'll do a separate video for that. That's what I'm planning to do, so 4 videos in total. So check out the relevant one that you need. Maybe you need to see all of them, which is pretty much me. I need to check all of these points values. I've got a good number of factions now. So first one is Space Marines. I don't think there's any changes here because this codex has just come out, so it's up to date. No, there's nothing here. So no change to regular Space Marine codex. Is brand new out, so you shouldn't expect any changes, but from what I can tell, there's no changes have been put through. Again, I'm going to give you the most accurate that I can. I might make a few mistakes, but I'll do the best that I can. So that's regular Space Marines. I don't have all these supplements to hand. I take it there's no change of these. Ultramarines, White Scars, Iron Hands, Imperial Fists, check that one, there's no change there. Salamanders, Raven Guard, Black Templars, that's the new values there for them. And then the first one we'll cover is Blood Angels. So there have been some changes. Just to mention, they've included now points costs for units that aren't in the older codex. So units like Captain in Phobos Armor, 90 points, Land Raider Excelsior, 200 points, Lieutenant in Phobos Armor, 75, probably the same points values as in the Standard Space Marine Codex. And Cursor Squad's now available, 19 points, Infiltrators Squad, 22 points, the Helix is 32, Suppressor Squad's now in at 18 points, Death Company Intercessors, 18 points, now the Invicta Tactical Warsuit, 90 points, the Impulsor, 75 points, Eliminator Squad, 18 points. Ranged weapons, I think this one here, Bolt Sniper Rifle, 3 points. Ranged weapons, just picking out the ones that you can't find in the codex here. Incendium Cannon, 15 points. Mastercrafted Instigator Bolt Carbine, 6 points. Mastercrafted Oculus Bolt Carbine, 4 points. The Twin Icarus Ironhow Heavy Stubber, 10 points, and the Twin Ironhow Autocannon, 20 points. Other war gear, the Haywire Mine, 10 points. Orbital Comms Array, 18 points. Shield Dome, 18 points, and that is it just there. Now I'm going to go to the Codex and give you the points changes up and down. So, see, I would have to read out all of these points values, which I'm going to have to do for some of the factions. Thankfully for Blood Angels, I'll just call out the ones that have changed. So, if you have your Blood Angels Codex to hand, you can just, I'm going to run through this in order, and you can update your points values here. If I miss any, that means there's no points change. Just leave it as it is. I'm only going to call out the changes here. So the first change that I can see is Librarian. It's 88 points. The Codex is now 80 points. Then the Librarian and Terminator Armor is now 100 points. He was 102 in Chapter Approved 2018. Librarian with Jump Pack is now 108 points. The Primaris Librarian is 90 points. Primaris Lieutenant, 65 points. Sanguinary Priest was 69, is now 60 points, so 9 points knocked off of him. Then on to the named characters. There has been some adjustments here. Now, I'm also skipping here Chapter Approved 2018. I take it you already know the adjusted values for last year for 2018. So I'm only putting in the fresh changes here for 2019. So Chief Librarian Fiston was 145, then went to 160 in 2018, now back to 145 again. Commander Dante is now 150 points, that's the cheapest he's ever been. What used to be 215. Gabriel Seth, good news for the Flesh Tearers fans, 135 points, now 110. And the Sanguinors dropped again, he was 170, then 150, now 130 points. So I'm actually tempted to try and put him back in my list now, because he's very useful at +1 attack. Then on to troops of Blood Angels. Just the tactical squads have dropped from 13 points to 12. Then on to elites. Death Company, there were 17, they're now dropped to 15. So good news, 2 points have dropped off of the cost of Death Company. Death Company Dreadnought has now dropped to 70 points, your starting cost. Death Company Jump Packs, 20 points down to 18. The Furiosa Dreadnought has dropped in points again, down to 60. Primaris Apothecary here, 60 points. And then the Reaver Squad, down to 16 points, was 18. Sanguinary Ancient is now 55 points. The Sanguinary Novitiate is 50 points. The Terminator Ancient was 108, is now 87 points, so a big enough drop for him. And then there's a fair few here for Blood Angels, which is really good. Assault Squad, 13 points, now 12. And see, my markings are in blue here for this year's update. Land Speeders have dropped to 45 points. Now, I'm not sure if there's a mistake here with Games Workshop. You'll notice it when we come to the Space Wolves. Their Land Speeders are still 70 points. Blood Angels get theirs to 45. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Maybe they're trying to discourage Space Wolves players from getting Land Speeders. fluff reasons, I don't know, but it's 45 points. I double checked it. 45 points for land speeders. For Blood Angels, might be interesting here actually, is just to check. Space Marines. Land speed of 45, right, so they've matched a standard Space Marine cost, but Space Wolves seems to be stuck on 70. It could be a scribal error, perhaps. So then we're on to heavy support. The Hunter's gone down to 75 points. Standard Land Raider now is 180 points, was 200 in Chapter Approved 2018. Then the Predators dropped again down to 85 points, and the Whirlwinds dropped to 65 points. Dedicated Transports, the land speed of Storm has gone down from 70 down to 55. The Repulsor is now, it was 210, it went down to 185, and now it's back up to 215 points. The Rhinos dropped to 65 points. Flyers, Storm Talon hasn't gone, the Storm Raven hasn't gone down, sadly, but some of the weapons upgrades have, so it has dropped some points. Storm Talon Gunship now is 100 points instead of 110. The Angelus Bolt Gun is now 0 points, it was 3. So, Sanguinary Guard, players who use Sanguinary Guard will be happy, and I'll be tempted to bring them back into my list again. Assault Bolter, as 10 points, is now 8 points. The Assault Plasma Incinerator, 15 points. The Bolt Storm Gauntlet, 12 points. The Cyclone Missile Launcher is now 32 points. Flame Storm Cannon, 25 points. Flamestorm Gauntlets, 14 points. Frag Cannon, 20 points. It's gone right down. And then the Grav Cannon and Grav Amps, now 20 points. The Grav Gun is now 10 points. The Inferno Pistol has gone up from, it was 9, went down to 7. It's gone back up to 9 again. And then the Carey's Pattern Assault Cannon, 25 points, now down to 22. No changes here for ranged weapons, all the way down to the Skyhammer Missile Launcher, was 24 points, now 20. The Special Issue Bolt Gun, 2 points, is now 0 points. No cost for them at all. It's interesting. That one. Twin Heavy Plasma Cannon, 34 points, now down to 24 points. So significant drop for that one. Twin Las Cannon was 50, it's now 40. The Twin Multi-Melter was 54, it's now 40 as well. So that's the loadout I have for my Storm Raven gunships, so that's a pretty good point saving just there. The Typhoon Missile Launcher was 50, it's now 32. The Volca Charger, 6 points, now down to 3. The Whirlwind Castle Launcher has dropped to 15. The Whirlwind Vengeance Launcher has dropped to 20, significant drop there, it was 34. And the Wrist Mounted Grenade Launcher is now 0 points. Blood Talons, there's no change from Chapter Approved 2018, so it's still at 35. The Dreadnought Combat Weapon is now 20 points. The Encarmine Axe was 16, it's now 9. The Encarmine Sword was 12, it's now 8. So again, significant savings here for the Sanguinary Guard. The Eviscerator, sorry, it hasn't changed, it's still at 11 points from last year's Chapter Approved. And then Lightning Claws now is 6 points or 10 points for the pair. And then the Thunderhammer for characters was 21, it's now 40 points. That's again to match standard Space Marine Codex. Combat Shield was 4 points, is now 1 point for a Combat Shield, which is a pretty good deal now actually for that. And that's your update then for the Blood Angels. So yeah, make pretty good progress. Alright, so next is Dark Angels here. I don't have the codex to hand, so I'm going to call out the points values here for you. I'm going to call them all out because, say you've got Dark Angels, but you don't have a Space Marine codex, you're not going to know the points adjustments there for the brand new codex and so on. So I'll just call these out and you can update your codex here without having to refer to any of the other books. So it'll be quick enough. Chaplain, 72 points. Chaplain Jump Pack, 90. Interrogator Chaplain, 80. Interrogator Chaplain Terminator Arm, 100. Interrogator Chaplain Jump Pack, 95. Land Raid Excelsior, 200. Librarian, 80. Librarian of Phobos Armor, 90. Librarian and Terminator Armor, 100. Librarian with Jump Pack, 108. Lieutenant, 60. Lieutenant with Jump Pack, 78. Lieutenant in Phobos Armor, 75. Master, 74. Master in Cataphract Armor is 95. Gravis armor is 90, Phobos armor is 90, Terminator armor is 95, with a jump pack is 93, Primaris Chaplain 77, Primaris Librarian 90, Primaris Lieutenant 65, Primaris Master 78, Ravenwing Talon Master 123 points, Rhino Primaris 70, Tech Marine 45. Then for fast attack for the Dark Angels, Assault Squad's 12, Assault Squad with jump packs 15, Interceptor Squad is 25, Ravenwing Attack Bike Squad 25, Ravenwing Bike Squad 21, the Attack Bikes 25, Black Knights are 34, Dark Shrouds 128, Landspeeders are 45, Ravenwing Landspeeder Vengeance 90, Scout Bike 21, Suppressor Squad 18. And then onto the flyers here, the Jet Fighter, Nephilim Jet Fighters 90, Dark Talons 165, Storm Raven Gunships 192, Elites, Aggressor Squads 21, Pocket Ferries 50, Chapter Ancients 95, Company Ancients 63, Company Champion 40, Company Veterans 14, Contemptor Dreadnought 88, Deathwing Ancient 65, Deathwing Apothecary 70, Deathwing Cataphracti Terminator Armors 26, Deathwing Champion 90, Deathwing Knights 33, Deathwing Terminator Squad 23, Deathwing Tartarus Terminator Squad 23, Dreadnought 60 points, Invictus Tactical Warsuit is 90 points, Primaris Ancient 69, Primaris Apothecary is 60, Ravenwing Ancient 75, Ravenwing Apothecary is 60, Ravenwing Champion 70, Redemptor Dreadnoughts 105, Reaver Squads are now 16 points, Servitors 5, Venerable Dreadnought is 80. It's a bit like doing a shipping forecast, this, but I'm sure it helps people out, so I'll keep going. Troops, Incursors 19 points, Infiltrators 22 points, the Helix Adeptus 32, Intercessors 17, Scout Squad 11, Tactical Squads 12. Dedicated Transports, Drop Pod 63, Impulsor 75, Landspeeder Storm 55, Razorback 70, Repulsor 215, and the Rhino is 65. Then on to heavy support, Devastators 13 points, the Cherubs 5, Eliminators 18, Hellblasters 18, Hunter 75, Land Raider 180, Land Raider Crusader 200, Land Raider Redeemer 180, Predators 85, Repulsor Executioner 215, Stalkers 75, Vindicators 125, Whirlwind is 65 points. Your named characters for the Dark Angels, Asmodai 110 points, Azrael 150 points, Belial is 125, Ezekiel's 110, Samael in the Sable Claw is 200 points, Samuel in the Corvax is 140. A lot of the characters have come crashing down. I don't know if they've come down, they probably have, but for Space Marines, because it's done at the Blood Angels and Space Wolves, their characters, as you'll see, have taken a massive points drop, so that may well be the case here for the Dark Angels. On to melee weapons next. The Blade of Caliban is 0, Chain Fist 11, Chainsword, Combat Knife, Corvus Hammer, Crozius Arcana all 0, Dreadnought Combat Weapon 20 points, Eviscerator is 11, Flail of the Unforgiven 0, Force Axe is 10, Force Stave and Force Sword 8, Halberd of Caliban 0, Invicta Fist 0, Lightning Claws is 6 and 10 for the pair, Mace of Absolution 0, Mastercrafted Power Sword is 6, Paired Combat Blades is 0, Power Axe 5, Power Fist 9, Power Maul 4, Power Sword 4, Redemptor Fist 0, Relic Blade 9, Servo Arm 0, Thunderhammer for characters, this is across the board for Space Marines, 40 points, Thunderhammer for other models is still sitting at 16 points. Ranged weapons, Absolver Bolt Pistol 0, Accelerator Autocannon 10, Assault Bolter 8, Assault Cannon 22, Assault Plasma Incinerator 15, Starter's Grenade Launcher 6, Starter's Shotgun 0, Auto Bolt Storm Gauntlets 12, Auto Bolt Rifle 1, Avenger Mega Bolter 35, Bellicatus Missile Array 17 points, Black Sword Missile Launcher 0, Bolt Carbine Bolt Pistol Bolt Rifle 0, Bolt Sniper Rifle 3, Bolt Gun 0, Bolt Storm Gauntlet 12, Cerberus Launcher 0, Combi Bolter 2, Combi Flamer 8, Combi Grav 13, Combi Melter 15, Combi Plasma 11, Cyclone Missile Launcher is now 32 points, Deathwind Launcher 5, Demolisher Cannon 0, Flamer 6, Flamestorm Cannon 25, Flamestorm Gauntlets 14, Frag Grenades 0, Fragstorm Grenade Launcher 4, Grav Pistol 8, Grav Cannon Grav Amp 20, Grav Gun 10, Grenade Harness 0, Heavy Bolter 10, Heavy Bolt Pistol 0, Heavy Flamer 14, Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon 30, Heavy Plasma Cannon 16, Heavy Plasma Incinerator 17, Hunter Killer Missile 6, Hurricane Bolters 10, Icarus Iron Hail Heavy Stubber 6, Icarus Rocket Pod 6, Icarus Storm Cannon 10, Iron Hail Heavy Stubber 6, Carries Pattern Assault Cannon 22, Crack Grenade 0, Crack Storm Grenade Launcher 4, Las Cannon 25, Las Cannon 40, their Macro Plasma Incinerator 31, Marksman Bolt Carbine 0, Mastercrafted Auto Bolt Rifle 4, Mastercrafted Bolt Gun 3, Mastercrafted Instigator Bolt Carbine 6, Mastercrafted Oculus Bolt Carbine, Mastercrafted Stalker Bolt Rifle 5, it's 4 points for the Bolt Carbine, Melter Bombs 5, Melter Gun 14, Missile Launcher 20, Multi-Melter 22, Oculus Bolt Carbine 0, Onslaught Gatling Cannon 16, Plasma Blaster 17, Plasma Cannon 16, Plasma Cutter 5, Plasma Exterminator 17, Plasma Gun 11, Plasma Incinerator 15, Plasma Pistol 5, Plasma Storm Battery and Plasma Talon 0, Predator Autocannon 40 points, Ravenwing Grenade Launcher 0, Reaper Autocannon 10, Reductor Pistol 0, Rift Cannon 0, Shot Grenade 0, Sky Spear Missile Launcher 0, Sniper Rifle 2, Stalker Bolt Rifle 0, Storm Bolter 2, Storm Strike Missile Launcher 21, Twin Assault Cannon 44, Twin Bolt Gun 2, Twin Heavy Bolter 17, Twin Heavy Plasma Cannon 24, Twin Icarus Iron Hail Heavy Stubber 10, Twin Iron Hail Autocannon 20, Twin Laser Cannon 40, Twin Multi-Melter 40, Typhoon Missile Launcher 32, Volca Charger 3, Whirlwind Castle Launcher 15, Whirlwind Vengeance Launcher 20, Wrist Mounted Grenade Launcher. Almost finished with these guys. Other war gears: Auto Launcher 0, Auxiliary Grenade Launcher 1, Camo Cloak 3, Combat Shield 1, Grapnel Launcher 2, Grav Shoot 2, Haywire Mine 10, Orbital Comms Array 18, Shield Drone 18, Shield Dome, sorry, Smoke Grenade 0, and Storm Shield for characters is 10, Storm Shield for other models is 2, Watch in the Dark is 5. Okay, so that's Dark Angels done. Space Wolves, I do have the codex for them. I've updated all of the points. Just to point out with them, they've upgraded or given them units have now been included. All of your things like the Alarid Excelsior, your Phobos armor units, and Cursors are in. Suppressors are in. Invictor Fists, Repulsor Executioner, Eliminators are in. So they've been adding these units in. And the relevant war gear and weapons. The codexes that I have, this is one of the biggest for changes. There's a lot here, which will be great for my Space Force list. So there's some drastic drops in points here. Right, so Beyond the Fell-Handed is now 150 points. Primaris Battle Leader is 65. Primaris Rune Priest is now 90 points. The Wolf Priest, the Primaris Wolf Priest is now 77 points. The Rune Priest is 80 points. The Rune Priest of Terminator Armour is now 100 points. The Rune Priest of Jump Pack is now 108. The Wolf Guard Battle Leader in Terminator Armour is now 70. There's a 21 points reduction. The Wolf Guard Battle Leader on the Thunder Wolf is 86 points. The Wolf Lord on a Thunder Wolf is now 95 points, was 118. The Wolf Priest is now 72, just 3 points dropped off for him. The Wolf Priest in Terminator Armour, 90 points. Wolf Priest of Jump Pack, 90 points. Then for troops, Blood Claws have dropped to 12. Grey Hunters have dropped to 12. Intercessors, and they're the same as 17. Wolf Guard Pack Leader, 14 points, was 16. The Wolf Guard Terminator Pack Leader, which I use, has gone from 26 down to 23. There's all points been shaved off here. I'm going to have a fair amount of points spare here for my current list. Then for elites, just the Reavers here, down to 16. Wolfen have dropped from 28 down to 23, and the Wolfen Dreadnoughts dropped from 70 down to 65. Yeah, Land Speeders, 70 points here. They dropped down to 50 in Chapter Approved 2018, now back up to 70 again, so I'm not sure. I hope I'm wrong, but I think that's the points value now. Skyclaws, were 16, dropped to 15, now 16 again. Swiftclaw Attack Bikes, 35 points, then 25, and now back up to 35 points again with those. I'm gonna triple check this. Yeah, it's here. Look, land speed is 70 points. Sky Claws are 16. What was the other one? Swift Claw attack bikes 35. Yes, they've gone up. If you know the reason, leave it in the comment section. But that is the points values for them. Heavy support. The Hunter's 75. The Land Raiders 180. Long Fangs have dropped down to 13. Predators dropped to 85. The Whirlwind 65. The Wolf Guard Pack Leaders 14. And the Terminator Pack Leaders 23. Then Dedicated Transports drop pods now 63. Land Speed of Storms 55. The Repulsors up to 215. The Rhinos dropped to 65. Then for your named characters, Arjac Rockfist 145 now down to 110. Canis Wolfborn 125 now down to 100. Harold Deathwolf is 185 now down to 135. So crazy reductions here. Crom Dragon Gaze 90 points down to 75. Logan Grimnar 170 now down to 140. Logan Grimnar on the Storm Rider 190 now down to 155. Big points dropped there. Lucas the Trickster 110 now down to 80. Murderfank 170 now down to 125 for him, bargain. Najal Stormcaller 138 now down to 115. Najal Stormcaller on the Runic Terminator Armor 153 now down to 125. Ragnar Blackmane was 141, is now 100, and Svengar and Ulfgar were 8 now down to 4, and Ulrich the Slayer 110 is now 85 points. Now we're on to Dreadnought Close Combat Weapon, now 20 points. Fenrisian Great Axe has dropped, it's 30 points now. Frost Axe is 6, Frost Claws are 11, Frost Sword is 5. Always thought they're too expensive, so they've corrected that. The Great Frost Axe 17, it's now 9 points. The Great Wolf Claw 45 points is now 20 points. Lightning Claws is 6 and 10 for the pair. The Runic Axe has gone from 12 down to 10. The Runic Stave is now 8. The Sword is 8. Tempest Hammer was 30. That was a ridiculous price. It's now 18 points. And the Thunder Hammer for characters is 40. And the Wolf Claw is 7 or 11 for the pair. Then across here, the Assault Plasma Incinerator, 15 points. The Bolt Storm Gauntlets now 12. The Cyclone Missile Launcher is 32. The Flamestorm Cannon is now 25. The Flamestorm Gauntlet is now 14. The Hellfrost Cannon is now 17. The Carey's Pattern Assault Cannon is 22. The Skyhammer Missile Launcher is now 20. The Twin Hellfrost Cannon is now 25. And the Typhoon Missile Launcher is now 32. And then other war gear, the Storm Shield for Thunderwolf Cavalry has dropped from 10 down to 5. So very good to see that reduced down also. Yeah, I think that's fair. It's 10 for characters, 5 for Thunderwolf Cavalry, and 2 for other models. So those points I've called out are for Chapter Proof 2019. I haven't re-gone over all of the changes that were made for Chapter Proof 2018, presuming that you already know those changes. So that's the Space Hawks. So yeah, we're doing okay here. Right, Death Watch, I'll need to call these out. Not too many to go through here. So just follow through and update your points as you go along. So Chaplain 72, Chaplain Terminators 90, Chaplain Jump Pack 90, Librarians 80, Librarian Terminator Armors 100, Librarian Jump Packs 108, Primaris Chaplain 77, Primaris Librarian 90, Primaris Watch Captain 78, the Watch Captain 74, the Watch Captain Terminator Armors 95, the Watch Captain Jump Packs 93, the Watch Master is 115 points, Artemis is now 100 points. Aggressors 21, Dreadnought 60, Primaris Spogaferry 68, Redemptor Dreadnought 105, Reavers 16, Terminators 23, Vanguard Veterans 17, Venerable Dreadnought 80. Troops, so Veterans are 14, Bikers 21, Black Shield 16, Terminators 23, Vanguard Veterans 17, Intercessors 17, Aggressors 21, Hellblasters 18, Interceptors 25, Reavers 18, Bikers 21, this is Fast Attack, Inceptors 25, Hellblasters 18, Land Raider 180, Crusaders 200, the Redeemers 180, Drop Pod 63, Razorback 70, Repulsor 215, Rhino 65. And I've repeated these, but there's be people just tuning in just for maybe just Death Watch, so I'm just covering them all here for you. Drop Pod 63, Razorbacks, I'll cover those. Corvus Black Star is 125 points. Ranged weapons, Absolver Bolt Pistol is 0, Assault Bolt is 10, Assault Cannon 22, Assault Plasma Incinerator 15, Auto Bolt Rifle 1, Auto Bolt Storm Gauntlet is 12, Black Star Rocket Launcher 15, Bolt Carbine, Bolt Pistol, Bolt Rifle, Bolt Gun, all 0, Combi Flamer 8. Combi Grav 13, Combi Melter 15, Combi Plasma 11, Cyclone Missile Launcher 32, Death Watch Frag Cannon 20, Death Watch Shotgun 1, Death Wind Launcher 5, Flamer 6, Flamestorm Cannon 25, Flamestorm Gauntlets 14, Frag Grenade 0, Frag Storm Grenade Launcher 4, Grav Gun 10, Grav Pistol 10, Grav Gun 10, Grav Pistol 8, Hand Flamer 1, Heavy Bolt Pistol 0, Heavy Bolter 10, Heavy Flamer 14, Onslaught Gatling Cannon 30, Heavy Plasma Cannon 16, Heavy Plasma Incinerator 17, Hunter Killer Missile 6, Hurricane Bolters 10, Icarus Ironhound Heavy Stubber 6, Icarus Rocket Pod 6, Inferno Pistol 9, Infernos Heavy Bolter 14, Ironhound Heavy Stubber 6, Crack Grenade 0, Crack Storm Grenade Launcher 4, Las Cannon 40, Macroplasma Incinerator 31, Mastercrafted Auto Bolt Rifle 4, Mastercrafted Bolt Gun 3, Mastercrafted Stalker Bolt Rifle 5, Melter Bombs 5, Melter Gun 14, Missile Launcher 20, Multi-Melter 22, Onslaught Gatling Cannon 16, Plasma Exterminator 17, Plasma Gun 11, Plasma Incinerator 15, Plasma Pistol 5, Reductor Pistol 0, Shock Grenade 0, Stalker Bolt Rifle 0, Stalker Pattern Bolt Gun 1, Storm Bolter Vehicles 2, Storm Bolter Other Vehicles 2, Storm Strike Missile Launcher 21, Twin Assault Cannon is 44, Twin Bolt Gun is 2, Twin Heavy Bolter 17, Twin Laser Cannons 40. Then last few bits, melee weapons, Chain Fist 11, Chain Sword, Combat Knife, Crazy Arcanum 0, Dreadnought Combat Weapon 20, Force Axe 10, Staven Sword 8, Guardian Spear 0, Heavy Thunder Hammer 18, Lightning Claws 6 and 10 for the pair, Power Axe 5, Power Fist 9, Power Maul 4, Power Sword 4, Redemptive Fist 0, Relic Blade 9, Thunder Hammer for characters is 40, Thunder Hammer for other models is 16, and the Xenophase Blade is 5 points. Auspex Ray 5, Auto Launcher 0, Auxiliary Grenade Launcher, this is your other war gear, is 1, Black Star Cluster Launcher is 0, Combat Shield 1, Death Watch Teleport Home on 0, Grapnel Launcher 2, Grav Shoot 2, Infernum Halo Launcher 5, Storm Shield for characters is 10, Storm Shield for other models is 2. Okay, another one we're going to have to go through here, and that is, I think a page, the Grey Knights. I don't have their codex to hand, so we'll run through these here to see if there's any changes. So Grey Knight players, here it comes. The Apothecary 75 points, the Brother Captain 110 points, Brotherhood Ancient 90, Brotherhood Champion 90, Chaplain 105, Dreadnought 65, Grandmaster 130, Grandmaster and Nemesis Dreadnought 150, Interceptor Squad 17, Land Raider 180, Land Raider Crusader 200, the Redeemers 180, Librarian 100, Nemesis Dreadnought 100, Paladin Ancient 100, Paladin Squad 41, Purgation Squad 14, Purify Squad 14, Razorback 70, Rhino 65, Servitors 5, Stormhawk Interceptor 85, Stormhaven Gunship 192, Storm Talon 110. Yeah, I thought that's dropped to 100. Maybe Grey Knights. Right, maybe you're paying 10 points more. Don't know about that one. For whatever reason. I'll just have a little look here for you. Fast attack. Flyers. Storm Talon. 100 points for Space Marines. Grey Knights have to pay 10% extra. I know, because their vehicles come with a little bit of extra stuff, I believe. Some little bonuses. So they'll be a little bit more expensive. So I think that's fine. Strike Squad, 14 points. Tech Marine 55. Terminator Squad 32. Venerable Dreadnought 85. I would love to collect Grey Knights. I always love the models. And the colour scheme. Yep. If Chaos gets a bit out of hand on the channel, I'll have to get the Grey Knights. Yes. and wipe out James's heretical guard regiment as well. It could be a good theme. I think Grey Knights are... Shame about the code. Well, people say the Codex isn't very good, but I'm sure you can have good fun with them. Named characters then. Brother Captain Stern, 105. Castellan Crow, 80. Grandmaster Voldus, 153. Drago, 180. Dreadnought Teleporter, 10. Assault Cannon, 22. This is your ranged weapons now. Assault Cannon, 22. Bolt Pistol, 0. Bolt Gun, 0. Combi Flamer, 8. Combi Melter, 15. Combi Plasma, 11. Flamer, 6. Flamestorm Cannon, 25. Frag Grenade, 0. Gatling Silencer, 20 points. Heavy Bolter, 10. Heavy Flamer, 14. Heavy Incinerator, 19. Heavy Plasma Cannon, 16. Heavy Psy Cannon, 24. Hunter-Killer Missile, 6. Hurricane Bolters, 10. Icarus Storm Cannon, 10. Incinerator, 9. Incinerator for Terminators, 9. Crack Grenade, 0. Laser Cannon, 40. Laser Cannon, 25. Missile Launcher, 20. Multi-Weapons, 22. Plasma Cannon, 16. Plasma Cutter, 5. Silencer is 4. Silencer for Terminators is 4. Psy Cannon is 7. Psy Cannons on Terminators, 7. Psy Cat Grenade, 0. Skyhammer Missile Launcher, 20. Storm Bolter, 2. Storm Strike Missile Launcher, 21. Twin Assault Cannon, 44. Twin Heavy Bolter, 17. Twin Heavy Plasma Cannon, 24. Twin Laser Cannon, 40. Twin Multi-Motor, 40. Typhoon Missile Launcher, 32. And then melee weapons, Crozius Cannon, 0. Dread Fist is 10 or 15 for the pair. The Dreadnought Combat Weapons, 20. Nemesis Demon Cannon, Great Hammer. Did I say Demon Cannon? Nemesis Demon Great Hammer, 15 points. Nemesis Demon Hammer, 13 points. Nemesis Falchion, 1. Nemesis Force Halberd, 1. Nemesis Force Sword, 1. Nemesis Great Sword, 10. Nemesis Warding Stave, 1. Parax, 5. And Servo Arm, 0. Okay. Right, so that's your Space Marines. So, Forces of the Imperium, which I'm going to lump these all together. So, Sisters of Battle, Adeptus, Sororitas. With the new Codex, I don't need to cover any of these, or any of this stuff, or any of these. So, we'll go on to Custodians next, which is a short one. So, Alaris Custodians, 60 points. Custodian Guard, 40 points. Custodian Wardens, 43 points. The Shield Captain's 90. The Shield Captain Alaris Terminator Arms, 100. Shield Captain Dawn Eagle Jetbike, 150. Venerable Contemptor Dreadnoughts, 90. Venerable Land Raiders, 205. Virtus Praetors, 80. Vexillus Praetor, 80. Vexus Praetor and Alaris Terminator Armors, 90. Trajan Valoris is 180. Ballistus Grenade Launcher, 0. Castellan Axe, 11. Combi Bolter, 2. Guardian Spear, 9. Hunter-Killer Missile, 6. Hurricane Bolter, 10. Carries Pattern Assault Cannon, 23. Multi-Motor, 22. Salvo Launcher is 15. Sentinel Blade is 7. Storm Bolter, 2. Twin Heavy Bolter, 17. Twin Laser Cannon is 50. Melee Weapons, the Dreadnought Combat Weapons, 20. The Interceptor Lance is 0. The Misericordia is 3. Storm Shield characters, this is other war gear, is 10. Storm Shield for other models is 5. The Vexilla Defensor is 20. The Vexilla Imperius is 20. The Vexilla Magnifica is 30. And that's them. Next is the Sisters of Silence. So, yeah, this is a full review here. I'm just going to cover everything for you. So, Sisters of Silence here. The Null Maiden Rhino 65. The Prosecutors are 10. Vigilators are 10, Witch Seekers are 10, Bolt Gun 0, Flamer 6, Hunter-Killer Missile 6, Psych Out Grenade 0, Storm Bolter 2, Executioner Great Blade is 5 points. The Officio Assassinorum, all the assassins here, Calidus, Selexus, Eva Sort and Vidicare are all 95 points each. I don't know if that's changed or not, maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. Next. Okay, this will take a while, it's not too bad here actually. Astra Militarum next. So, James, get your pen ready. This is your points here. Armoured Sentinels, 300 points. Astropath, 500 points. No, I'm joking. Start again. Armoured Sentinels are 30. Astropath, 15 points. The Bane Blade's 350. And so is the Bane Hammer and the Bane Sword. Basilisks are 100. Bulgrins are 35. Chimera 60. Command Squad 6. Commissar is 15. Company Commanders 30. Conscripts are 4 points. Crusaders are 9. Death Strike is 125. The Doomhammer's 350. Heavy Weapons Squad is 6. Hellhammers 410. Hellhounds 73. The Hydras are 85. Infantry Squads are 4. Yep. See, I heard that someone put out rumours saying that they were going up to 5 points, but infantry squads are 4 points here. Knight Commander Pass 177, Liam Russ Battle Tanks 107, Lord Commissar 30, Manticore 125, Master of Ordnance 30, Militarum Tempestus Command Squad 9 points, the Scions is 7, the Munitorum Priest is 35, Officer of the Fleet is 20, Ogryn Bodyguard 45, Ogryn's 30, Platoon Commander 20, Primaris Psyker 38, Rattlings are 5, Scout Sentinel 30, Servitors 5, Shadow Sword 410, Special Weapons Squad 4, Stormlord 410, Storm Sword 370, Tank Commander 142, the Tarox is 50, the Prime is 80, Tech Priest Agency is 30, Tempesta Prime 35, Valkyries 100, Veterans 5, the Weird Vein Psychers 7, Wyverns 105 points. Then your named characters, Strachan is 75, Sergeant Kell 40, Yarrick's 100, Creed's 55, Dead Dog is 55, Harker's 50, Severina Rain is 32, and Slimarbo is 55. Augur, this is your other war gear, Augur Ray 5, Brute Shield 0, Bulgrim Plate 5, Dozer Blade 5, Medipack 5, Platoon Standard 5, Regimental Standard 5, Slab Shield 0, Storm Shield 0, Tempestus Command Rod 5, Track Guards 10, Vox Caster 5. Melee Weapons, Adamantium Track 0, Bulgrim Maul 7, Chainsword 0, Force Staves 8, Huge Knife 0, Omnicine Axe 0, Power Fist 8, Power Sword 4, Sentinel Chainsaw 2, Telepathica Stave 6, Servo Arm 0, Wide Vein Stave 0. Then your ranged weapons to finish off the Astra Militarum here is Artillery Barrage 0, Autocannon 10, Autogun 0, Baneblade Cannon 0, Battle Cannon 22, Bolt Pistol 1, Bolt Gun 1, Chem Cannon 7, Death Strike Missile 0, Demolisher Cannon 20, Earthshaker Cannon 0, Eradicator Nova Cannon 15, Executioner Plasma Cannon 15. And then Exterminator Autocannon 17, Flamer 6, Frag Bomb 0, Frag Grenade 0, Grenade Launcher 3, Grenadier Gauntlet 5, Heavy Bolter 8, Heavy Flamer 14, Heavy Stubber 2, Health Hammer Cannon 0, Hellstrike Missiles 12, Hotshot Las Gun 0, Hotshot Las Pistol 0, Hotshot Volley Gun 7, Hunter Killer Missile 6, Hydra Quad Autocannon 0, Inferno Cannon 20, Crack Grenades 0, Las Cannon 15, Las Gun Array, Las Pistol, Magma Cannon are all 0, Melter Cannon 20, Melter Gun, Model with Ballistic Skill 4+ is 10, Melter Gun other models 14, Missile Launcher is 10, Mortars 9, Multi-Laser 5, Multi-Melter 15, Multiple Rocket Pod 8, Plasma Cannon 10, Plasma Gun, Model with Ballistic Skill 4+ is 7, Plasma Gun other models is 11. Plasma Pistol 5, Punisher Gatling Cannon 30, Quake Cannon 0, Ripper Gun, Shotgun 0, Sniper Rifle and Storm Bolter 2, Storm Eagle Rockets 0, Storm Sword Siege Cannon 0, Tarox Battle Cannons 18, Tarox Gatling Cannons 20, Tarox Missile Launcher is 30, Tremor Cannon 0, Twin Heavy Bolter 14, Twin Heavy Flamer 28, Vanquisher Battle Cannon 15, Volcano Cannon 0, Vulcan Mega Bolter 0, and Wyvern Quad Storm Shard Mortar is 0 points. That's the end of the Astra Militarum. Right, next is the Adeptus Mechanicus. I have the codex with the points values. So my AdMech force already took a massive points tumble in Chapter 3 2018, and yeah, there's more points been shaved off here. Not as significant, I don't think, as last time, but again, some points have been saved here. So I'm just going to call out the changes for Chapter 3 2019 only, and that's it. The others I'll leave because there's been no change, either to the original points value or the Chapter 3 2018. So this is the 2019 one. Here we go. Corpus Scar Electro Priests are now 12 points. Fulgurite Electro Priests are now 14 points. The Drukhari Infiltrators have gone down again to 11 points, and the Rush Stalkers have gone down again to 9 points. Tech Priest Dominus has dropped down to 70 points. Belisarius Call remains the same. Melee weapons haven't changed. The Arc Pistol is now 3 points. It was 3. The Arc Pistol is now 1 point. It was 3 points. It's 1 point for the Arc Pistol. The Arc Rifle is 2 points. It was 4. The Flechette Blasters are now 0. There's no points cost for them. The Heavy Grav Cannon is now 24 points. The Icarus Array is 30 points. The Neutron Laser has dropped down to 35 points. The Phosphor Blast Pistol is now 1 point. The Phosphor Serpenta is now 2 points. The Stud Carbine is now 2 points. Is now 0 actually, no points at all. Torsion Cannons dropped to 15. The Transonic Arquebus, that's just sniper rifles. They used to be 25. They dropped to 15. Now they're 12 points each. Brilliant weapon. And that's it. So that's quick. Easier when I got the codex. I don't have all of them, but that helps accelerate things along. So that's the AdMech complete. Yeah, next is Imperial Knights, which I have the book just here, and there has been some changes for them. So the Heavy Flamer has gone down to 14 points. The Heavy Subber is down to 2 points. The Melter Gun's dropped to 14. The Multi-Laser's dropped to 5. The Twin Icarus Autocannon's down to 20. The Volcano Lance has gone up from 0 to 60 points. You have to pay for it now. But that's one of the super powerful weapons they've slapped on. 60 points there for that one. But there's been some reductions here for units. The Armiga Helverians dropped 170, it's now 155, and the Armiga Warglaive 160 is now 145. The Knight Gallant has gone up to 305, and then the Knight Preceptor has gone down. 385 is now 340, and Canis Rex has taken a points reduction. 450 points, he's now flat 400, so 50 points knocked off of that named character. And that's the Imperial Knights, so there's been a few changes there. Next is Inquisition. I'll call these out, it's just a few here. So Acolytes 8, Demon Host 25, Inquisitor 55, the Jacaros 18, the Ordo Malus Inquisitor 91. Named characters: Cortez 90, Icehorn 80, Greyfax 85, Karamazov 115. Bolt Pistol, Bolt Gun 0, Combi Flamer 8, Combi Melter 15, Combi Plasma 11, Condemner, Bolt Gun 1, Digital Weapons 4, Flamer 6, Frag Grenade 0, Hotshot Las Gun 4, Incinerator 20, Inferno Pistol is 7 here for these guys, not 9. Okay, that's nice 9 for the Blood Angels. The Las Pistol 0, Crack Grenade, Mastercrafted Condemner, Bolt Gun, and the Mastercrafted Multi Melter, they're all 0. Melter Guns 14, Needle Pistol 2, Plasma Gun 11, Plasma Pistol 5, Cyber Eagle 0, Psy Cannon 7, Psychic Grenade 0, Storm Bolter 2, Unholy Gaze 0. And Chainsword 0, Force Axe 10, Staven Sword 8, Mastercrafted Nemesis Demon Hammer 0, Mastercrafted Power Sword 0, Nemesis Demon Hammer 18, Null Rod 4, Power Fist 9, the Maul and the Sword of 4, the Throne of Judgment Stomping Feet 0, Thunderhammer 16, the Warp Grasp is 0, and that is it. So I think I've done that correct. I've done it the best I can for you here. That's Imperium covered for all your points, increases, mostly decreases here for the different codexes. So that's the video then. We'll leave it there. So that's all the Imperium stuff on this video here. I will move on to the other areas now. So we've got Chaos to cover, so check out that video. Xenos to cover, check out that video. And if you're into the Forge World stuff, you need your points updated for that, then I'll do a video on that for you as well. Just the full breakdown here for your points values for Chapter Approved 2019. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.